Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller and welcome back to some more Pikmin 3. In the previous part, I explored a new area, I located Captain Brittany, I discovered rock Pikmin, and I found giant fruit and I brought it back to my home ship so that I can convert it into juice and not die of starvation on this planet. After close analysis, my conclusion is that the fruit juice is delicious. Ah, it certainly looked good. I've never tasted anything like that on Kopai. We need to continue our search. If there is more to be had, we should have it. Right. Let's focus all of our energy on finding more fruit and absolutely nothing else. Well, I mean, we crash landed on this planet for a reason. We still need the cosmic drive key. We can't get out of here without that. Right, let's focus all our energy on retrieving fruit and the key and absolutely nothing else. Well, no, we crash landed here. We need our third captain. So, here is our objective for the remainder of this game. Using the Pikmin that I have found, I need to use my Pikmin in whatever ways that I can in order to locate Captain Charlie, find any other fruit on this planet so that I don't die of starvation, and find our cosmic drive key so that we can escape this planet and return home with all the fruit that we've recovered. So, throughout this game, I'm going to be looking for Captain Charlie, and in order to progress the story forward, I have to find this cosmic drive key, but in order to get 100%, I have to find all of the fruit in every level. So right now, as you can see, I have 3 fruits from the Garden of Hope, and that's where I'm returning to because that's the only place where I can actually make any progress right now. And last time I was here, which was yesterday, we saw that there was still a signal coming out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and try to find out what that signal is. So here we go. Off to another day. I now have red Pikmin and rock Pikmin, and right around the start of the level, there was a glass wall that I had not shattered just yet because I needed rock Pikmin to do it. So here's how this works. Now that I have 2 types of Pikmin, those Pikmin can both be taken out of this giant onion right here. And I think that for today, I may as well go ahead and take all of them out because there's no real reason to leave any of them behind. And these pellets have come back. You'll notice that they are now switching between red and gray. No matter what, they have the number 1 on them, so they're always going to sprout at least 1 Pikmin. But if the Pikmin carrying it matches the color of the pellet, so if a red Pikmin carries a red pellet, or if a rock Pikmin carries a gray pellet, you will get a bonus Pikmin for every time the pellet is returned. So, you can actually get 2 Pikmin for carrying a pellet with the number 1 on it, as long as your Pikmin color matches the pellet color. Anyway, the radar is picking up something. This must be the signal I heard about yesterday. Okay, so over here in the corner of the level, there's a signal coming from here. It must be the captain! Well, we can only hope, but I, as the player, saw that he crash landed into a snowy area, so I don't think he's here, but something's there, so we may as well go and investigate it. I'd also like to see what this data file says. On the Kopad's radar, align the triangle thing with your destination and touch Go Here to start moving. For the record, Go Here is the name of the option. There's even a data file about this? Now that I think about it, there was indeed a Go Here function built into the radar. So yeah, that was a grammatically correct sentence when it said touch Go Here to start moving, but it would have helped if the words Go Here were either bolded or put into a different color or had quotation marks around them, but you get the idea. Anyway, here's a new type of enemy. This enemy is known as a fiery blowhog. It will try to thrust your Pikmin off of itself, and then it will spray fire everywhere, thus burning your Pikmin, or at least burning some of them. What's wrong with the Pikmin? They're panicking. Well, I mean, yeah, it's set on fire. I'd panic too if I was set on fire. Maybe whistling at them with B will calm them down. No worries about this. If your Pikmin are set on fire, all you have to do is whistle toward them and the fire will magically be put out. What you can also do is you can have your red Pikmin attack these enemies because red Pikmin are actually immune to fire. I don't think that the game is going to teach me this mechanic early on, but you'll learn that red Pikmin have more uses than just being the color red. So there are different data files in different areas. You do not need to get all the data files in order to 100% clear this game. However, I do encourage you guys, even if you're a Pikmin Pro, to collect all of these data files as often as you can. I'll get that other data file in a moment. For now, I just want to knock down this pellet, and we'll go ahead and carry these guys back. These guys count as nutrients. Any enemy you defeat can be taken back for nutrients, as long as there's something to be carried back. So, I'll have red Pikmin carry those ones back. I'll have rock Pikmin carry this one back. And then we'll go ahead and see what else I can do over here. Ah, here we have an obstacle that seems very familiar, but the way I have to overcome it will be a bit different. There are materials for constructing a bridge on the opposite shore. If I work together with Brittany, I think we can get that bridge built. Yeah, simple stuff. So we learned about this vaguely in the previous part, but now we're going to see this come back into action. Let me get Brittany back over here. Come here, you. Come here, you. Okay, so here's how this works. I'm going to hold down the A button so that I can prepare to throw something. And then I'm going to press C until it changes to Brittany. Then I'm going to throw Brittany across. Then I'm going to throw the remainder of these Pikmin across as well so that she has some Pikmin to work with her. Since I only have red and rock Pikmin right now, it doesn't really matter what I have with me. And if Alf needs more Pikmin, I can go over to the home base and see how those Pikmin are doing. But for the time being, Brittany's over here and she is going to instruct these Pikmin to construct that bridge. So go over here, dismiss you. That ought to do it. Perfect. All right, that bridge probably will not be constructed all the way across, but it's progress. So let's go see how the other Pikmin are doing. I'm going to go ahead and get them back. Cool. So something I can do is I can have Alf start plucking them, and I'll have Brittany finish up the job over here. Multitasking, guys. Trying to get as many things done as possible on this one day. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, now with the red and rock Pikmin that I have with me, I'm going to go ahead and break open this crystal using the rock Pikmin, and then I'll have both the red and rock Pikmin carry whatever's inside of it. I think these, yeah, it's just going to be more bridge pieces, but these are necessary in order to construct the bridge so that Alf can come back across it and help Brittany out with overcoming more obstacles in this game. Okay, so that should do it. Alf has finished plucking all of these Pikmin. That is good. So let's see how the bridge is looking from the opposite side, huh? Oh yeah, coming along, looking very good, especially with those HD visuals that are enhancing this game's graphics and appearance. Let's see. Alright, it needs like one more piece. Really, I didn't throw enough Pikmin over there? Alright, well once this rock Pikmin throws that tile in there, I think we should be okay. Boom, and then with the power of that one tile, this whole bridge falls over and perfectly lands onto the opposing side so that I can walk across it. What convenience, huh? Anyway, ooh, there seems to be a giant lair over there. The signal must be coming from there. Looks a little creepy, but I guess it's the way I must go, huh? And besides, with the power of 94 Pikmin, consisting of red and rock Pikmin, I think that I'll be just fine. 2 captains, 94 Pikmin, we should be fine. Look at this, look at this. Look how ferocious these Pikmin are when they're knocking down this dirt wall. Isn't it great? Oh yeah, there it goes. Enjoy this, because it's somewhat charming in its own way. Alright, ready? There you go. Wall has been knocked down. Now I must go along this path. And you'll notice sometimes when I'm walking along this level, we'll have a screen transition so that the game can still load these pretty visuals without slowing down. I admit that the screen transitions sometimes get in the way, but as long as the game is still running at a 60 frames per second rate, and as long as the visuals are still nice, I think it's fine. It's not like it takes long to load anyway. Let's see what this says. My search for treasure continues with no luck, but I can't fly back home to Hockatate without procuring a few priceless artifacts. I'm sensing something valuable up ahead, but I'm also sensing danger. So if someone finds this data file, please send word to my son that I didn't make it. Captain Olimar. Captain Olimar? I can't say I've heard of him, but he's from Hockatate, eh? That's not far from Kopai. Strange planet. I've heard that Hockatations will do anything to get their hands on treasure. And they eat vegetables too. How bizarre. Poor fellow. Sounds like he ran into trouble up ahead. You mean there's another captain here whose name is Captain Olimar? That means that there's another person here that can help me get my cosmic drive key and get off of this planet. Oh, what a relief. Isn't it nice when you crash land onto a planet and you learn that someone else has crash landed there too so that you can buddy up with that person to see if you can escape the planet? I mean, granted, I've had Brittany with me for this entire time, really, but hey, we've got a guy from another planet here. Oh, hey. We also have another monster here, huh? Well, welcome to the first boss fight of the game. This boss fight was first shown in the demo for Pikmin 3 back at E3. I should know, I played it, and I can tell you that this boss fight is not too difficult. I mean, I'm probably still going to lose some Pikmin to it, but all you have to do is this. Throw rock Pikmin at it so that you can crack open these little crystal tiles that are located along its body. Then, use red Pikmin to latch onto it and slowly deal damage to it. So obviously you'll need a fair share of red and rock Pikmin, and I think having 94 Pikmin on the field total, with about 40 of them being rock Pikmin and 50 of them being red Pikmin, should be fine. I guess it's more like 60 and 30, but you get the idea. So, like I said, just chuck rock Pikmin at it. You can see that I'm slowly chipping away at it, slowly putting cracks into it. There you go, and now its health meter has shown up because I started to deal damage to it. Yeah, easy enough boss fight, but of course it is only the first boss in the game. So even though this thing looks ferocious and terrifying, and even though this thing can easily knock me out, because it has the dignity of being the first boss, it can't be that difficult. So, let's keep it going then. And anytime I could try and throw red Pikmin onto the spots that the rock Pikmin already hit, but I do want to try and break all of these crystals first so that I can just throw red Pikmin and rock Pikmin wherever I want just to deal damage to it. Okay, I keep getting knocked over, and I have to keep shaking the nunchuck, or not shaking the nunchuck, but rolling the analog stick so that I can even get up. That's actually a new mechanic in this game, is getting knocked out. That was not in Pikmin 1 or Pikmin 2. Normally, you would just be stunned for a few seconds, and then you'd have to get back up automatically. But in this game, no. You actually have to take action. If you get knocked out, you better roll that nunchuck around so that you can get back up. Ready? Here we go. Slowly but surely, I'm knocking out all these things. I guess my Pikmin are destroying the mushrooms in the background. Not super concerned about that. Come on, come on, come on. We're okay. We're okay. Oh, there you are. See, I was able to locate you thanks to that health bar appearing above your head. Excellent. Alright, now if I throw Pikmin here, you can see that its health bar is still going slightly down because when I'm not hitting the crystal parts, I'm dealing damage. And when I am hitting the crystal parts, I'm not dealing damage. So that's why I want to try and just get rid of all the crystal parts so that I can deal damage all over this thing's body. Let's go. Come on, guys. I already lost a Pikmin. Wow, when did that actually happen? I had 94, now I'm down to 93. Well, hey, I got rid of the biggest crystal on its head right now, so I don't think I'm going to lose any more Pikmin, okay? I've lost one Pikmin, okay? One. I think we're going to be fine. So I'm just going to throw a bunch of Pikmin onto your head. There you go. Slowly chipping away. You now have less than half of your health remaining. Cool. Again, the Pikmin can hit any part of its body, but I imagine that its weak point is its head. Sometimes Pikmin will deal more damage based on where they land on the enemy. Let's see. Where'd it go? Well, look at the rocks along the background and try to locate it from there. So, it's over here now. Oh, I actually did not mean to lock on, but you know what? I'll take it. Get up, get up, get up. All right, you know what? We're just gonna swarm you. We're gonna swarm you. Come on, come on. Almost there. Almost there. I lost a few more Pikmin. I'm losing a bunch of Pikmin. I lost like 5 Pikmin total in this boss fight, which is not the worst thing, but it's still somewhat embarrassing. Come on. Here we go. We can do it. Hey-ya. I should get this data file, but I'm not gonna be able to. Ah! He knocked the data file away. Well, more often than not, the data files that are located near boss fights will just tell you how to beat the boss, but I already knew how to beat this boss, and I already explained it, so maybe losing that data file isn't the worst thing in the world. Anyway, what's this thing? So this was emitting that signal. But what does this mean for the captain's whereabouts? I guess that's true. We thought the captain was going to be over here. I guess for now, we should take this back to the Drake for analysis. It might be of some use to us. Okay. Well, look at this. We have a giant enemy, which I can carry back for nutrients so that I can sprout more Pikmin. We have a giant fruit, which I can carry back so that I can have more food in this game. And we have this giant machine, which I can use for something else. Okay, now, it's not necessarily important what Pikmin carries what, but I would like for rock Pikmin to carry the giant enemy back. And then, since these other things won't give me more Pikmin, any of you guys can carry them. So, here we go. Get that. Boom. And then the fruit. Where are the rest of you guys? Okay. Come here, you guys. Come here. It's okay. Ready? Let's go. So, you guys take that. Oh, okay, I'm going to need a lot more Pikmin than that. Come here. Come on, now. Here we go, now. The rest of you, speed this up, please. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and get this data file, just to show you guys that this generally is just, like, tips on how to beat the boss. Alright, so, cool. Its exoskeleton is made of crystal. Use rock Pikmin to smash it. Yeah, simple as that. And then I imagine that the other data file would have said something like, you know, once the crystal is smashed, you can just do whatever you want. I don't know where that data file went. I guess it's just gone. The boss knocked it out of the level. I'm sorry, guys. This is really embarrassing. I promise you, though, you don't need it to complete the game. This is still a 100% walkthrough. Anyway, oh, you know what? I guess this is a good time to showcase this mechanic. So earlier, you guys saw that I could tap something on my gamepad that will automatically move the captains to where I want them to go. So I've tapped on the gamepad. Now the screen on the TV is going to look a little weird, but now I can just tell them to go to a specific location. So if I wanted to, I could go back to the boss room, and it'll say on the TV screen that I can press B to cancel that. Now, I actually don't need to go that direction, but what I can do is I can have them automatically go back to the home base. So this is really useful if I've split up my captains, because if I have Alf and Brittany on 2 separate parts of the level, it could be really annoying and time-consuming to have them constantly be moved around by me having to switch back and forth and manually move them. But with this automatic go here feature, things become much, much more convenient, and I do think that it makes the game an overall more enjoyable experience. So I can have my captains constantly doing things without having to look over them. Anyway, so I guess I didn't find Captain Charlie. I didn't find this Captain Olimar person. So what else can I do? I guess I'll just have to progress onward with my day and hope that Captain Charlie and or Captain Olimar are located somewhere else. Anyway, so Alf and Brittany have gone to the destination that I have set on my gamepad. All that really happens whenever that's done is they'll just say, I've arrived. So had I not been controlling Alf or Brittany and I just told them to go there, that message would still appear on the screen. So I think for the remainder of the day, there's not a lot else that I can do. So I'm probably just going to increase my Pikmin count, and I might end the day early if that's what happens. So let's see, I got that back. Let's see what they're going to say about this. We're receiving a transmission from the Drake. Right, since this is a special item, we're going to get some special information. Analyzing recovered item. So to me, and probably to you guys, this looks like an old-fashioned phone. Like a really old-fashioned phone, not even a flip phone. An ancient communication device used on this planet. Okay, so that's a brief description of it. It contains technology unknown to Kopai and is emitting a signal even now. If I integrate this device into the Drake's communication system, I should be able to boost our signal strength. So every time we find a device like this, every time we get something that isn't a fruit, something that isn't a nutrient, Alf, Brittany, and potentially Charlie will discuss its potential use. And we'll be able to access new areas and get new features that way. So it's always encouraged to collect those things because one, that's how you progress onward with the plot. And two, you'll get some features later on in this game that will definitely be useful, I promise you. And now we're about to get this big bad boy back. That'll give us a lot of Pikmin, but something's about to happen, and I don't mean the slowdown that just happened. Look at this. The onion stopped spitting out seeds. But the Pikmin inside the onion still seem to be increasing in numbers. Apparently, once the number of Pikmin in the field reaches 100, any new Pikmin will stay inside the onion. This means that a maximum of 100 Pikmin can be active outside the onion at any one time. Okay. So, here's a new note. You can only have 100 Pikmin on the field at a time. Anytime you sprout extra Pikmin, they will not sprout seeds outside of the onion. They will just automatically be added to your Pikmin count. So you won't have to pluck them like I'm doing now. So that's generally something you should keep track of. Since you can only have 100 Pikmin on the field, you'll have to decide how many red Pikmin and how many rock Pikmin you'll want before you start your day. And if you're going to sprout more Pikmin, do you want to spend your time plucking them, or do you want them to go straight inside of the onion? Because there are pros and cons to plucking the Pikmin and leaving them inside the onion. For example, if I leave them inside the onion, I save the time of not having to pluck them. On the flip side, if I leave them on the surface, sometimes if I leave the Pikmin in the ground for long enough, they will get stronger. That will be explained in greater detail as this walkthrough continues, but for the time being, I have no reason to leave Pikmin in the ground right now. I'm going to put them in the onion. I'm going to keep 100 Pikmin on the field, and if I find any more pellets like this one here, I'm just going to go ahead and carry them back immediately. So boom, going to have red Pikmin carry that back, and because red Pikmin are carrying a red pellet, I'll get a bonus. Okay, it says I'm missing 2 Pikmin, but those are just the 2 Pikmin that are carrying the pellets. And once they go inside of the onion's radius, that is confirmation that I will not be losing them. That's why the Pikmin count in the top right corner has reset to 0. Oh, let's see. So there are plenty of pellets over here. Okay, we got a red one, and that's a gray one. Doesn't really matter. I just got a bunch of rock Pikmin, so I could really go for some red Pikmin at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna. You notice that I'm missing these data files. Okay, I'm not ignoring them. I'm leaving them for later because that way I can remember that there were things that I have not done over in that section just yet. I'm leaving them as notes. Okay, and while those data files could easily just say something like, oh, you can attack an enemy by throwing Pikmin onto them, I am intentionally leaving those data files there because I know that I'm going to have to go by that area and knock down that electric fence at some point. And when that happens, hopefully I won't accidentally miss the data file that time. So don't worry, I'm not unaware that the data files are there. I am just intentionally ignoring them. Also, it doesn't seem like I can do much else, so I am actually going to end the day early. I have all my Pikmin with me. I'm not going to lose any more Pikmin once the day ends. So just to save us a few seconds, today is now officially over. And then I'm going to go ahead and go through the ending messages. We're going to see what Alf and Brittany have to say about that cell phone that I carried back to the Drake. And we're going to see what they have to say about tomorrow's events. And then I will go ahead and end this part. So boom, another day down. I lost Pikmin for the first time. But it's okay. I lost him to a giant monster with crystals on its back. And I only lost 5. So I'd call today a victory. And hey, that fruit was giant. That fruit is probably going to give me like 3 or 4 days worth of juice. So I think we will be just fine. We will be just fine. Okay? So, let's see what Alf and Brittany have to say about today's events. Oh, hang on. Okay, new fruit. Right. Okay, so let's see what they decide to call this fruit. This fruit is known as a fire-breathing feast. I mean, I guess that's a cool name for it. Boom. Okay, so that's going to give us a 5th jar. And I think it'll fill us up to a 6th jar, too. Let's see. Usually when you get fruits off of a boss fight, the fruits are worth a ton of supply jars. That sentence was horrible. Let me try that again. Normally when you get a fruit off of a boss fight, you'll have plenty of juice to last you. Okay, look, we're already at 7 jars. 7 jars! And we're going to slightly fill up an 8th. Oh, no, we're not. It was just enough. So that was worth 2.5. Awesome. So now I have 6 days worth of juice, correct? There we go. Okay. It's good to build our juice supply like this. We should be all right for a little while. Good. Glad to hear it. All right. And now we get to see how our Pikmin reports did. So I now have 4 fruits total. 6 days worth of supplies. Lost 5 Pikmin, but man, I gained a ton of rock and red Pikmin. So things are looking good. Things are looking good. We still have to locate Charlie. We still have to get our cosmic drive key. We don't know where this Captain Olimar guy is. But hey, things don't seem so bad right now. And Brittany's writing tonight's message. We recovered the communication device that was inside the Armored Mawdad. According to Alf, this device contains parts that may expand the Drake's communications range. I've never seen him so excited. I'm more than happy to write today's report while Alf examines the device. Sometimes he can be so diligent. So there you go. Sometimes Alf will write the ending message. Sometimes Brittany will write the ending message. Things are looking okay. Things are looking okay. So even though I only collected 1 fruit today, which is the thing that's necessary for 100% completion, I'm making a lot of progress. Okay, so normally I would end the part around here, but let's just see what Alf and Brittany have to say now that a new day has begun. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. We now have a new place on the map thanks to that cell phone. Searching for signals. There we go. That's the place where Charlie landed. So now we have access to the distant tundra, and that'll be tomorrow's mission, is to go to the distant tundra and locate Captain Charlie. Brilliant, Alf! You expanded the Drake's receiver range! Aw, thanks. They don't call me the keen engineer for nothing. Nobody calls you that. I know. The origin of the signal is unclear. Maybe it's the captain. We should investigate this at once. Alright, good idea, Alf. Let's do it. So there you go, guys. We now have access to a new area where I can collect more fruit, locate Captain Charlie, and hey, maybe the cosmic drive key will be there. Who knows? Anyway, that wraps up this part of Pikmin 3, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. See you all next time in the next part when I visit the distant tundra, and hopefully I'll make even more progress there. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh! Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, then please consider checking out one of my other videos. On the screen right now, there are various videos and annotations. If you click on one, you'll be redirected to one of my other videos. I post new content every single day, so there's bound to be something that'll catch your interest. And hey, if you want to continue supporting me, then please subscribe to my channel so that you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos and announcements. It's free, and it really helps me out. Also, I have a Twitter account. I usually post announcements there, so if you want to know what my upcoming plans are, then I strongly advise that you check that out as well. Anyway, thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you around in the future. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh!